welcome back to my channel. So this is the look I decided to make for you. I am off to an event tonight and I am wearing a sequin dress. I don't have it on right now, but so I wanted to do a look that's not super shimmery, but still has some pops of dewiness to my face, just so it doesn't look so matte and drab. So if you guys like this look, please stay tuned. Alright everybody, let's get started. This is going to be a long video since we're doing full face glam today, so I already did a couple things to speed this up. I already prepped my face using my favorite moisturizer, and then I did my eyebrows using my Anastasia Brow Wiz, and pretty much all I do for my eyebrows is outline them and then gently fill them in. And I prep my eyelids using my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, and then I use my Sigma P88 brush to blend in that concealer along with sculpting out the bottom of my eyebrows. And I added a primer to my skin. This is the Urban Decay Self-Adjusting Complexion Primer. This is one of their new primers, and this one is supposed to even out all your skin tone, so all the little acne marks that I have and new acne, it's supposed to kind of soften that and even out your skin tone so it's easier to apply your foundation. So to start on our eyes, I'm going to take my Tart Tartlette in Bloom palette. And I'm going to use this shade right here, which is called Sweetheart. And I'm just using my Morphe B81 brush. And I'm just going to generously apply this color in my crease using circular motions. I don't want to blend this too much upwards, but I do want to generously apply this to my crease. Next, I'm going to use the same palette that we used before, and I'm going to use this color right here called Rebel, and I'm going to really concentrate this color on the outer corner of my lid. And I'm just using a Morphe M332 brush. I'm just using a C motion with my brush and in my crease to kind of really just go back and forth and darken up the outer corner. And once I feel that's dark enough, I can start gently, with whatever is left on my brush, start blending this inwards. I don't want to bring it too far in, but probably just to the middle of my lid. Go into the exact same palette and use the same brush and use this darker color right here. It's more of a purpley eyeshadow, and this is called Leader, and I'm just going to apply this right over where we applied Rebel. For this color, I really want to make sure I strictly keep this in my crease. I'm going to take my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Yogurt, and I'm going to apply this to the inner corner of my eye, blending that outwards towards the middle of my lid. I want to really make sure I don't get this in the crease. What you can do is just apply a tiny little bit to that inner corner, and then we can blend that out with a brush or your finger, depending how precise you want to be. Now for this next step, you have a choice. You can use a shimmery eyeshadow on the inner half of your lid, but because I am going to be wearing a blush or champagne colored sequin dress, I don't want too much shimmer, so I want to keep my face and my eyes as matte as I can. Instead, I am going to go in with this color right here in that In Bloom palette, and this is called Sweetheart. And I'm just using a flat eyeshadow brush to pack this onto my lid. This is actually not as bright as I was hoping, so I'm going to go in with a lighter eyeshadow. So you can go in with any soft baby pink or peachy colored eyeshadow. This is just a MAC Warm Neutral eyeshadow palette that I think that came out 2 years ago, and I'm just going to use this color right here. And pack this right on top of where we applied that other eyeshadow. And then I'm going to blend the darker color with the lighter color with my finger. I feel like that really allows for a smoother transition. brush, the Morphe B81 brush, and that darker eyeshadow that we used in our crease, and just blend out that color a little bit. Next, I'm going to take my Tarte in Bloom palette again and my fluffy brush, and I'm going to mix this color, these two colors right here, the lightest two colors in the palette. This is called Charmer and this is called Flower Child. Tap off the excess, and I'm just going to apply this right underneath my brow bone, gently buffing out the edge of our darker crease color. Alright, now that our eyes are done, I'm going to quickly apply my eyeliner and I'll be right back. Alright, so now that my eyeliner is done, I am just going to apply some mascara. You guys know how much I love mascara. I'm going to apply all of these mascaras. You guys know how much I love mascara, and I'd for some reason rather use it rather than false lashes. So again, I'm just going to apply those and I'll be right back. For this look, I am going to use my Hourglass Immaculate liquid to powder foundation. This is in the color light beige, and I am going to mix it with my MAC Strobe liquid lotion. And I am going to use the new Real Techniques blending sponge. It's really cute. It's in the shape of a diamond, and they said you can use it wet or dry, so I am using it wet. I'm just going to use the longer corner to blend this into my face, and we'll see how it goes. Right now I'm just going to use some different concealers to conceal some other areas on my face. I am using my Bobbi Brown Corrector light to medium bisque underneath my eyes for my dark circles, and then I'm going to use my Neutrogena Skin Clean concealer for where I have my blemishes. Take my Anastasia Cream Contour Kit. This is for medium skin tones, and I'm going to contour my jawline, a little bit of my forehead, probably not too much because my hair is going to be down, and then underneath my cheekbones, and add a little bit more highlight underneath my eyes. Next, I am going to set my highlighted areas with my Kat Von D translucent powder. And I just take a huge chunk of this and I just load it up onto my sponge. And I'm just going to let this stuff sit underneath my eyes and on my forehead. On my forehead, because that's where I get oily, and I like that this quote-unquote baking technique really stops the oiliness in my face. And I'm gonna put a bunch on my nose, and then I'm gonna carve out a little bit right here between my jawline and that other contour that we added, and then of course my chin. Pretty much every place on my face where I didn't add contour to it. I also like that you can carve out your contour with this technique, so if you ended up bringing it down too much or you don't like how it looks, you can adjust that. Alright, I like to let this sit for as long as possible, so while that sets, I am going to dry my hair, and I'll be right back. Alright, so my hair is dried and no extensions today because I'm tight for time today, but let's brush off this translucent powder. You can just use a clean brush to do that, but I'm actually going to brush it off with powder. And you can use any foundation powder if you like, or another translucent powder or whatever it is. I am just going to use any regular powder. This one happens to be the Flower Powder Foundation. I'm just going to use a large powder brush to apply this to my face. And for my blush, I'm going to take my Morphe 9N palette. I absolutely love this palette. It's $20 if you guys could pick it up. Get your hands on this, definitely pick it up. It's such a versatile palette. I absolutely love it. And I am going to, let's see, mix this color and this color right here, and maybe add a little bit of this color. I'm just going to apply this to the apples of my cheeks. I'm blended in slightly with my contour so there are no harsh lines. I wanted to add a little bit something extra to my eye, so I'm going to take my Urban Decay 24/7 pencil, and this is in the color Demolition, and I'm just going to line my waterline. I can apply some mascara to my bottom lashes. Next, I'm going to take my Anastasia Glow Kit. This is in Sun Dipped. I'm going to take a pencil brush from Morphe. This is the Morphe B87 brush. And I'm actually going to start with this color right here called Moonstone. And this is going to go on the inner corner of my eye. Bring this up a little bit so it fades into your lid color, or you can just keep it to the outer corner, whatever you prefer. Next, I am going to take tourmaline and a little bit of bronze, and I'm using a Sigma Tapered Highlighter F35 brush, and I'm going to apply a small amount of this to the tops of my cheeks. Like I said, I'm wearing a sequin dress, so I don't want this to be overly disco ball, but I do want a little bit of light to the high points of my face. I'm actually going to take the same brush, dip it into all 4 of these, tap off any excess, and apply a little bit underneath my brow bone. Alright you guys, let's finish off this look. I am going to go with a matte lipstick. This is Lust for Blush by Maybelline. And to add a little bit of depth and metallic effect to this matte lip, I am taking my ColourPop's Ultra Matte Lip in My Jam. I'm actually going to put a little bit on my hand. This is a super pretty bronzy color, but it is pigmented, and I just want to dab a little bit on my lips. Again, just to add a little bit of dimension. Alright everybody, so this is the finished look. I hope you guys like it. This was something a little bit different. We're using some more smoky eyeshadows and matte lipsticks. Well, we added that extra metallic lip gloss on top. But if you guys like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already subscribed, so you can stay tuned and watch more makeup tutorials that I have coming up. And as always, thank you so much for spending the time with me, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!